Okay, so imagine there was a cage match between all 46 presidents of the United States. The question that we all may or may not be asking ourselves is who would come out on top? Well, to narrow things down, we can begin with the first 10 to be eliminated. First up on our top 10 to be eliminated is Joe Biden. As the oldest person elected president in the United States, his chances of survival are extremely minimal due to his lack of military experience and frail state. Joe Biden is a lover, not a fighter. Second to be eliminated is Woodrow Wilson. First off, nobody even likes Woodrow Wilson. And second, he had no military experience. On top of already being an objectively crappy president, when Wilson was on tour to promote the League of Nations, he suffered from a debilitating stroke from the exhaustion. I guess trying to onboard a group of countries into an essentially powerless and useless organization could be pretty stressful, but it still doesn't help his place on this list. Moving on to our third eliminated president, we have Martin Van Buren. Standing at a whopping 5'6" Van Buren has practically no chance of progressing farther than this stage of the cage match because he has no combat experience. And he's a short king. Moving on to the fourth eliminated president, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Despite being a pretty good president, Franklin Delano Roosevelt had poliomyelitis that rendered his legs pretty useless. Which, yeah, whatever, he was a good president, but how is he gonna fight? Our fifth president to be eliminated is Bill Clinton. This is mainly due to his concerning fast food habits, and more specifically, his addiction to McDonald's.
Let's stop in here for a second. I'm a little parched from the jog.
Sir, we've only been jogging for 3 blocks. Besides, Mrs. Clinton asked us not to let you into any more fast food places.
Number 6 to be eliminated is Warren G. Harding. This man definitely was not at his physical peak by any stretch of the imagination. This man died at 57 years old in office of a heart attack. Number 7 to be eliminated is Calvin Coolidge. Like many others previously mentioned on this list, Coolidge has no military experience. He also allegedly had a mechanical horse installed in the White House, which he rode 3 times a day for exercise. Number 8 to be eliminated is Donald Trump. Donald Trump entered office at 70 years of age, and although he had no combat experience, he did fight Vince McMahon at WrestleMania 23, whatever that counts for.
Hey, look at this! Donald Trump!
It's Trump the Thumper!
Moving on to the 9th president to be eliminated, we have William Henry Harrison. Although Harrison did have military experience, he delivered the longest inauguration speech ever outside, during the winter, in the rain, all without a coat, hat, or gloves, and then he fell ill and died 31 days into his presidency. And then the 10th president to be eliminated is none other than Short King James Madison. Yes, we do have another Short King joining our list, but this time our Short King has military experience. Okay, his height, or lack thereof, could just be a tactical thing, but I'm not buying it. Okay, and now for the last 10 standing. Coming in at number 10 on our top 10 list, we have William Howard Taft, because he rides a water buffalo. Number 9 is Gerald Ford, because he was a boxing coach at Yale and a lieutenant commander, and he narrowly escaped 2 assassinations. Not 1, 2. Number 8 is Ronald Reagan, because he was in the Army Reserve and he was a captain in the Air Force during World War II. Number 7 is George W. Bush, because he also had extensive military experience. Number 6 is Ulysses S. Grant, because he was a very famous Civil War general. His skills in battle were impressive, but he was an alcoholic. At number 5, we have Zachary Taylor, who was a United States Major General. It's not a surprise that he ranks this high on our list with a nickname like Old Rough and Ready. At number 4, we have George Washington, because it's George Washington. And he had military experience, and He probably has a bald eagle somewhere ready to fight for him. Which leads us to our top 3. At number 3, we have Andrew Jackson. This guy was basically a pro wrestler and always getting himself into fights in the White House. He had at least 100 duels. Unfortunately, Andrew Jackson's dueling is no match for Theodore Roosevelt, who comes in at number 2. One thing this man certainly did was carry a big stick. This guy literally had it all. Boxing, judo, jiu-jitsu, you name it. This guy could do it. Not to mention the military experience. But it doesn't matter because Abraham Lincoln takes all. Yeah, that's right. 6'4", pro wrestler, emancipated the slaves. That's who I'm talking about.
Men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land.